everybody, it's Shane from Brandon, born and raised in Prince Edward Island. You know what I am. I'm a disgruntled, dysfunctional. Damn it, I forgot that thing again. What's that called? I'm a lost soul in a lost land. Displaced! Same as last week. Imagine that. 2 weeks in a row, I can't remember the intro. The most important part of the whole video. You listen here and you listen good, Purple. Halfway point was yesterday afternoon with game number 1. And the pucking Montreal Canadiens beat the Chicago Blackhawks. But did they really beat them? They beat them in the shootout. 3-on-3. They couldn't beat them in 3-on-3. And then they beat them in the shootout. I can't stand 3-on-3. I really can't. We talked about that last week. You're sucking dirty pond water the entire time you're out there. The only thing that's worse than 3-on-3 is that 5-on-5 RSM rules. Remember that? Oilers scored again. RSM surge. 5-on-5 RSM rules. Every minute, one man comes off. I was the first one off. Poor Sean. Oh, man, I can't even remember Sean's last name. Georgie. He was out there in the very last inch of the game. Second. God, that sucked. Halfway point of the season. And Montreal is still winning. And fans are all excited. Oh, we're like 1 point, 2 points away from the playoffs. What are we? 2 or 3 points? 1 point from the wild card? Fans are excited. They're excited. Can you blame them, though, after what happened last year? Montreal, 4th from the wild card. 23 points, 2 points away from a wild card. And they're competing with a ton of good teams. Florida, Washington, Rangers, Carolina, Tampa Bay. And I expect Buffalo to move up shortly. But really, we're beating all these teams that just don't fucking matter. They don't matter. Beating the bottom feeders does nothing other than move your seat from the bottom third to the middle third at the draft. And I know there's some fans, oh yeah, but we got Caulfield, we got Goulet in the middle. And I'm like, yeah. How about we cherry pick a little bit more? How about we look at 40 years of picks from 15 and 16 overall and then beyond? It's so easy. Fans are, we can do it. We can pick someone else. We can pick another one. No, we can't. We waited 10 years to get these two guys. Year after year. Jared Tenorti. Juleson. No, these guys are all later. McCarron. Oh, my God. They didn't suck. They're all pro players somewhere. I think Tenorti was with the Hawks the other night. But, yeah, that's where we are. They're making me look silly because I picked them dead last in the Adams division. Dead last. And I had the Sens in third. And right now it's Toronto, Tampa Bay. No, Boston, Toronto, Detroit. Detroit! They got one great defenseman, one awesome center, and a couple rookies. I haven't watched any Red Wings games. I bet you, is it Husso? I bet you he's stealing everything, but I don't know. I haven't looked, but are we better than they are? I think we are, but we're not sure. What do we have? Is it Sean? I can't remember. Was it Sean? I think it was Sean on Twitter said, what do we have? What stage are we in the franchise's history right now? What history? What stage are we in? Are we rebuilding? Are we in the middle of a rebuild? Are we competing for the cup? I can't tell what side of the fence he's on. Me, I'm just watching the games, laughing when they're winning. Don't get too upset when they're losing. I'm really not impressed when they're beating all these bottom feeders. We have 11 wins. And all of them except for one. Well, no, Toronto's a bottom feeder. Yeah, all of them were against bottom feeders. I think we beat the Penguins once. And there are 9 losses, all against playoff teams. I think. Pretty close to it. Oh, man. Juice me up, baby! What did I say? 6 o'clock somewhere? I have every light, squirrel. I have every light in the rec room on right now, pointing in my direction. In my general direction. On this line! In this... What the fuck was that? Watch your language. Oh, machine gun drills. Where was I? Squirrel. I don't have a... What were we talking about? Oh yeah, is Toronto a bottom feeder? No, they're not a bottom feeder. They're a team who's scoring like crazy, but they're letting in just as many goals as they're scoring. That's bad jubes for the playoffs, boys. You gotta shore that freaking defense core up. 3-3. I missed 2 Oilers goals. Girl. You gotta shore that defense up. I know you got injuries, so just play it out. Look at the Boston Bruins did. The dirty Bruins with that rat. You know who I'm talking about? And that superb center, who, I should say, I took Matthew, what's Matthew, 22 years old? Yes. I took Matthew to the 2004 World Juniors. Remember they were in Winnipeg? The exhibition games were in Winnipeg, and I believe the actual tournament was in Grand Forks or Fargo, one of the two. Probably Grand Forks. Or was I? Oh, yes. Patrice Bergeron. Patrice Bergeron, one of the best defensive centers that we've probably seen of all time. They'll probably name the trophy after him someday. And that just makes me want to puke. Barf, bark, gag. I can't stand the Bruins, but you gotta appreciate some of these players that they have. The Rat, he's kind of, screw him. I'm not giving him any compliments, any props. Cage-licking mother pucker. Yeah, so in 2004, I took Matthew to the World Junior game in Winnipeg. I think they played Switzerland, and which is funny, right? Because I just said right. You do know that I'm not looking for your approval. I don't mean to say right. Have I talked about this last week? I remember, Squirrel, my very first lecture during my 6A course was, I believe, Map and Compass or something like that. It was a theory anyway. I guess whatever. I said the word right 167 times or 187 times, one of the two. And Master Corporal White, was it? Or was it Rod Deering? I can't remember. After the lecture, I passed, but after the lecture, he says, you said the word right like 167 times. And ever since that day Tim McMeekin would know this. I can't remember. When did we do our 6A? 97? 98? I don't remember. And Tim is like, yep, he said it like that many times. Oh, that's a hard squirrel there. That's a instructional technique thing. Get away from this. We're not working here. What are we talking about? Patrice Bergeron. Okay, so I took Matthew to the World Junior game, exhibition game against Team Switzerland, and they won like 10-1. And I said to myself, that Crosby guy is not bad, but that Patrice Bergeron, he's way better than Crosby. Oh my God, I hope I didn't tell many people that. Actually, they're not going to remember that anyway, are they? Glue bags. Or I was a glue bag. One of the two. This isn't Pepsi. It's probably watered down coffee. Oh, baby, that's good stuff. Oh, man. I need a Rangers win here. I get $2 on them. Squirrel. Yeah, anyway. Patrice Bergeron, Boston Bruins. I'm not giving them any props. How many teams have they beaten that matter? Yeah, all of them, I guess. Halfway seasons here and there and frickin' first in the East. Drives me insane. And we got a Twitter battle going on between all the different levels of fans. You get your fans who don't know shit about the actual game, but they have an opinion that must be heard. Just like me. I have an opinion that must be heard. That's why I'm here. I'm killing time every Saturday afternoon. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Actually, know what I'm doing, Squirrel. It's my MacBook. I got a brand new MacBook a couple weeks ago. And hello, Bowie. I got a brand new MacBook. Come on up. And I freaking love this thing. This thing is a one-click wonder. It's awesome. It does everything for you as long as you know how to push the buttons. Push the buttons by. Where the hell was I going? Oh, yeah, and the Twitter wars are going on in Twitter. All overtime, here we come. And everything is going on there. We got guys, oh, they got to lose. You can't make a team lose. The team was built in September, and there's no way in hell that Jeff Gorton, and Ken Hughes were like, this is the team that's going to take us to the playoffs this year. There's no way that's what they were thinking. 4 freaking rookie defensemen, all awesome. And no really number one goalies, but Sammy's like stopping everything. He's like, oh, this must be a contract year. Oh, $8 million on the way. No. This is not a contract year. He's playing for peanuts right now. He's getting next to nothing to what he's doing for this team. So it's lucky the NFL he's not renegotiating whatever. Lucky he doesn't have Alan Walsh as his agent. He'd be on Twitter right now. Oh, he's getting your money's worth. Oh, we're leaving this team. We're going to New York. Anyway, yeah, Sammy is stopping freaking everything and ruining their plan. And if you think that for 1 second they thought they were going to go to the playoffs this year, don't be silly. Please don't be silly. They have one line that matters. They have 3 lines that are all third lines. And we have a great core. We got a great mix of players, good chemistry. But we're beating some really bad teams. And we're losing to really good teams. And that doesn't flatline. That doesn't equate to, oh, it's a good team then. No, it's a middle of the stack team. Middle of the pack team. So you can't succeed doing that. You can put butts in the seats because they're always looking for a win, but you're not going to win the big prize that way. So we're going to play this out, and come deadline, Sean Monahan's going to be gone, Drouin's going to be gone, Dadanoff's going to be gone, Jake Allen's re-signed. Those 3 guys are gone for sure. And you never know. There could be, maybe Joel's going to leave as well. You don't know. He's a good defenseman playing one level up than he should be. I love Joel because he's from Brandon. And Monahan, guys on the fan base wants to sign him. What is he, 27? Which is awesome. Great comeback year for him. Probably 50-point player, which is phenomenal. He'll get a good contract for the last leg of his career. But you can't sign Sean Monahan if you're the Montreal Canadiens. Even if you're 2 points out of a playoff spot, you got to trade him at the deadline. And you know who you trade him to? The team behind you, so they can pass you. That's what you do. You trade him to whoever's behind you. Let's have a quick prediction here. Who's going to be behind Montreal at the deadline? Florida Panthers, Washington Capitals right now, Rangers. Trade him to one of those teams. Keep all the salary. I don't care how you do it. Retain it. But you trade them to a team that's worse than you so they can pass you. And then you get one more seat at the draft. Because that's where it matters for the future. We have, like I said, we have a good core. But we need more of it. Just one more highly touted offensive player. Yes. We got Beck, we got Wall, we got all these guys in junior in the A. Well, we don't have anybody in the A. Heineman, he's overseas. I love that kid. Squirrel. But yeah, you can't depend on those players. I don't care if they're similar to Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki is Nick Suzuki. That's pretty... What they did with him is amazing. Oh, developing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure, they developed him. It's all Nick Suzuki. My, you guys in your development. Oh, they're ruining him. No, they're not ruining anybody. A player is going to be who he's going to be based on the day he was born. You can't develop hockey players into all-stars and superstars. You can fine-tune their skill set, their highs and lows. You can fix that, but that's not going to make them any better than they are right now, usually. So I'm not worried about Slavkovsky at all. The kid's super huge. He's 6'4", 240 pounds, squirrel. And I think at 18, or maybe he's 19. No, he must be 18. I think his size and his weight equates to Marty St. Louis in 1997. Because that's what I see when I see him on the ice. Bouncing all over the place and falling all over the place. Getting hammered everywhere. Oh, he's learning a lot. He's learning a lot in the NHL. He's learning how to take a hit. Oh, that poor guy, man. But he doesn't... Fans are like, oh, he doesn't look at a place. Yes, he does. When he's skating into his zone, he's like mechanical. I have to go to the open spot right there. Oh, the puck's down low. I have to be right. Okay, there I go. There. He's too mechanical. He's being told what to do. I understand that. But sooner or later, as the time goes by and the more games you play, every shift he'll just be floating around and at back those natural positions where he should be in both ends, in all three zones of the ice. But you can see that it's not natural for him right now. But it will be, because IQ, you can fix that. His skating, it's powerful, and then 20 seconds later he's done. He's like, gassed. I don't want to bring up Shane Wright. I don't want to bring him up, but we just saw the 2 goals he scored in the AHL. Awesome. But he's so natural. You watch him play, and his flow is what when you see future star NHL players, that's what you see. You see the flow. You're like, oh man, that's sweet the way he goes. He's everywhere at the right spot at the right time. I'm not sure what the heck was going on in Hextall. Oh, why are we talking about Seattle? Squirrel. Anyway, Slav's going to be all right, but I think he should be. Keep him on the 4th line in Montreal. And don't play him any higher than that, because he can't keep up with the better lines. Play him on the power play. Why not? He's got a pretty good shot. But the best thing for him, send him to Laval. Help that team out. I'm hearing, I don't follow the AHL, but I'm hearing that Laval's needs some offensive help. And you know what I would do? Why not? I would send Slav and maybe Hars to Laval, just to help them out and to get them some premier ice time. I would love to see Slav playing every second shift in Laval and just lighting the lamp every other night. But anyway, Shane Wright. I was so pissed off. Anyway, we can't. How do you say that? Can't gel on that? No, you can't. Whatever the word is. Arbor pucking jack guy. Big note, paragraph number 3. How long have we been going here? It doesn't matter. Arbor pucking jack guy. What did we say? What did I say in September? Oh, the Oilers freaking just scored, and it's not overtime. I can't take that. Arbor pucking jack guy. I said this in September. I was so worried about the Ottawa Senators with Brady Tkachuk and who's the other yak face? Lip. Who is that? Doesn't matter. You got to have players like Arbor to sort those guys out. He doesn't got to beat the crap out of them every other game. But the second he's on the ice, they're all like, oh! Just like Dickinson last night. He hammered Slav. And then, what was it, the next shift later? He's on the ice. He looks at Arbor and he's like, Coach, change up! Let me get me the puck off of here! It's Arbor Wi-Fi! Can you imagine? Oh, God. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Actually, no, that was me in 1991. I stepped on the ice and who's that big giant of a hockey player? Billy Ford from 3VP. I looked up at him and I'm like, oh. And sure enough, he hammered me. I wasn't a good hockey player, but he hammered me. I bet you that was the first of all my concussions. Oh, man. Terrible hockey player. 4th liner. And I thought I was a superstar when I showed up. A lot I know. Where are we? Rebuild. We already talked about that. Sean Monahan. Yeah, they're not waiting to see if he's going to get better. If he was going to be extended, he was going to be extended. Squirrel. Rants away. We're almost done. Rants away. Oh, kids on the glass. I was watching that Leaf game the other night. Oh, my stars. Oh, who were they playing? Oh, I can't remember. I'm sorry. But every time the puck went by the penalty box, this kid stands up and he's banging on the glass, beer flying everywhere. He's banging on the glass, and he's about 140, 6 feet tall, 140. He's about 25, 26 years old. And his pants are hanging off his ass like he's got no ass. How do you do that? How do you civilians have no ass? He's banging away like, sit the puck down, dude. We don't want to see your flappy ass hanging out and your tighty whities up your butt crack. Sit the puck down. We can't see. Oh, and you're doing this on national TV. Can you imagine? Oh, I can't. You know what? I wonder if I'm still recording. Let's chance it. I think I am. Damn it, the Oilers are going to win. Where was I? Yeah. So sit the puck down. Loser fan base of the week goes to the New Jersey Pucking Devils. You entitled millennial Gen Y morons who are throwing stuff onto the ice. You can't do that. And you know what? I know that you guys have never played the game, because had you played the game, you would know what anything that's on the ice will do to a hockey player. It's freaking deadly. Man, that pissed me off. Everybody hates the Devils anyway because they played that crappy hockey in the 90s. And then they were beating everybody and winning cups, playing that defensive crap Lemaire hockey, which everyone tried to do afterwards, and they just blew it up. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, New Jersey Devils. Congratulations. Well done, well done. I got to throw a beer at Mitch Marner. Like, we don't like Marner, Matthews, or the rest of the Maple Falls Leafs. But yeah, you don't throw Shizen at hockey players. Losers. And the final rant of the day. This is a short one, isn't it? That's okay. The final rant of the day goes to ding dong, ding dong. Katy Perry, what's wrong with you? Why the puck are you doing advertising for Skip the Dishes? Aren't you like a multi-millionaire? Like $40-50 million more than I have? Ding dong, really? That's the company you chose to sing a song for. Hey, we all enjoy the song, but it does not work. When I hear ding dong, I am not ordering Skip the Dishes. You know why? Because those guys, those in Brandon, Manitoba, they park in the handicap spots. They park in the middle of the street. They're parking this way. They're parking that way. They're blocking traffic. They're on their phones. And we only did it once, and the food is just cold as ice. Shut the puck up, Katie. Don't be singing ding dong. Am I going to get sued for that? Okay, I'm kidding. I love Skip the Dishes. Katy Perry. Good job, Katie. See you next week. Well, someone has to say cut.